Welcome to my channel. A world-shocking military showdown between China and the West has just taken place in Asia without any pre-warning, and the outcome is clear. The first beyond visual range air combat in human history broke out this week between India and Pakistan. Totally 125 jet fighters were involved, including 80 from India, mainly Rafale, F-16, and 45 fighter jets from Pakistan, mainly Chinese-produced J10-C. The fighter jets from both sides were 80 to 100 kilometers apart within their respective borders when the missile combat started. The combat lasted over 1 hour. It was the largest air battle after World War II. Despite India vastly outnumbered Pakistan, Pakistan won a crushing victory with a score of 6-0. 6 Indian fighter jets were shot down by Pakistan so far. It was shocking that within which 4 French Rafale fighter jets were shot down in the air combat. 3 French Rafale were shot down in the first encounter 2 days ago, where Pakistan said they could have shot down 15, but in order not to escalate the conflicts, they shot down only 5. Many commentators believe that this result turned the Europe's most powerful fighter Rafale into a paper tiger, while China's J10-C fighter and PL-15 air-to-air missile became famous in one battle. The shocking fact is J10-C is not even China's most advanced fighter. Some Chinese military experts pointed out that what really won this air battle was not 1 or 2 Chinese weapons, but the modern air combat system developed by China itself. Both the French and American have since ordered India not to fly the Rafale and F-16 in the combats anymore. How did the Chinese fighters won these battles with such ease? This video breaks to you the secrets exposed by insiders. Don't miss them. Before I go further, we need your support to continue bringing you the latest news, analysis and live information. Please give us your support, smash the like button, comment, share and subscribe to all. In fact, all these had already been predicted in a book written 2 years ago. In 2023 I wrote a book called China 2023, the epic of global dominance about China achieving global dominance in 2023. My book is an unbiased analysis of how it happened, the history of China's reemergence in the short span of the past 40 years. My book also predicted China's rapid high-tech revolution, Russia winning the Ukraine war, the decoupling of the world into 2 camps of the global South and the West, the prosperity of the global South countries and the decline of the US. The goal of China is to bring prosperity and harmony to the world. All my predictions have become reality. This power shift has deep and far-reaching impacts on the future of humanity. Please click the links below to view my book and purchase. We need your support to continue. Back to the subject of today's episode. The Rafale is regarded as the ultimate form of the 4th generation fighter. The French Rafale fighter jet is equipped with the world's most advanced air combat self-defense system, Spectra, which is said to be able to protect the fighter jet in 360 degrees without blind spots. It once conducted confrontation drills with the US 5th generation fighter F-22, but the F-22 was never able to lock onto it. Western military experts once believed that the Rafale was the ultimate form of the 4th generation fighter, designed specifically for complex electromagnetic environments and theoretically extremely difficult to be locked and shot down. This is also the reason why India spends $250 million per aircraft to purchase them, and each aircraft is more expensive than the 5th generation fighter F-35. The French Rafale fighter's air combat self-defense system Spectra is said to have 360-degree coverage. This air battle between India and Pakistan is different from the air battles between the United States and Iraq or NATO and Yugoslavia in modern times, or even the sporadic air battles on the Russian-Ukrainian battlefield. This is a large-scale confrontation between modern fighter jets of the same level between China and the West, involving various factors such as the entire battlefield layout, electromagnetic confrontation mechanism and missile-coordinated operations. It can be regarded as the first modern air battle beyond visual range in human history so far. According to insider information, the Rafale fighters were hunted down by China's PL-15 missile at a long distance with almost no evasive action. The key problem may not be the technical shortcomings of the Rafale Spectra system itself, but the tactics and posture adopted by the Pakistani Air Force, which exceeded the response limit of Spectra. The Spectra system is a defense system designed to counter the conventional air combat process. Radar detection gives threat identification, gives interference avoidance. However, when facing PL-15, the Spectra system may not have failed to interfere successfully, but did not even have time to initiate the interference. He pointed out that Pakistan's counterattack against the Indian Air Force this time was a carefully designed airspace ambush strategy. The role of the J10-C is search and target guidance, and it is also the core firepower platform in the entire strike chain. The active phased array radar and data link system it carries enable it to independently complete the closed-loop capability of detection aiming launch in complex electromagnetic environments. At the same time, the JF-17 fighter jets carried out tasks such as containing India's airspace, implementing induced disturbances, and compressing the gust's operational space, creating a launch window for the J10-C. The early warning aircraft's EDK-03 maintained battlefield situation awareness, and the ground-based Honky 9 air defense missiles formed an integrated blockade network for long, medium and short distances. Although it seems that the PL-15 performed meritorious service in this operation, it was not a solitary attack but was placed in a complete combat network of early warning plus data link plus guidance integration. The PL-15 is usually accurately guided by early warning aircraft or ground radar through data link in the mid-flight phase, and active radar guidance is not initiated until the final phase. The PL-15's active radar seeker takes only a short time to start up. Once activated, it enters terminal lock. At this point, the distance to the target may be less than 20 kilometers, leaving the Rafale Spectra with only seconds to react. In addition, the missile itself has an optimized anti-interference algorithm. Even if Spectra successfully identifies and releases the bait, it will not be able to dodge in time and may not change the missile's track. So the Rafale Spectra cannot resist the PL-15 because it is not facing an incoming missile, but a dynamically changing aerial ambush link covering hundreds of kilometers. It faces China's Chinese Offensive Air Force Combat System. Under this system, the electronic warfare advantages of the Rafale single model cannot be exerted at all. He believes that this time Pakistan has demonstrated China's Offensive Air Force Combat System in actual combat. This system emphasizes the coordination of missiles, fighter jets, and early warning systems, and is a combat logic different from the Western single-machine performance-dominated approach. At the same time, ground battle and cyber warfare between Pakistan and India have started. The Pakistani military used advanced weapons to carry out precision strikes on Indian military posts, including Sh-15 howitzers and CM-501GA missiles, resulting in the interruption of communications at the Indian military posts and the explosion of ammunition depots. Faced with heavy casualties, Indian soldiers chose to raise the white flag to show surrender. The Chinese-made weapons equipped by the Pakistani army have obvious advantages in range and accuracy, while the Indian army still relies on the old M777 howitzers, with a significant technological gap. At the same time, according to internal information from Pakistan's cybersecurity department, Pakistan has launched large-scale cyber attack against India. The attack was a multi-line, long-lasting and wide-ranging operation, mainly targeting India's energy, transportation, telecommunications, defense, and government databases. Affected devices include power grid control systems, wind power plants, surveillance cameras, routers, and more than 100 official and corporate websites. The attackers successfully hacked into 10 SCADA systems, disrupting multiple power control operations, and caused the shutdown of wind power generation equipment in many regions of India, and users were unable to log into the electricity payment platform. The Indian Railways data center system failed completely, resulting in the deletion of data from the servers of the New Delhi Gas Company and the Kashmir Electricity Board, seriously affecting the daily travel and energy supply of millions of people. 70% of power supply in India were shut down as a result. More than 2,500 Indian surveillance cameras were hacked or disabled in relation to security facilities, with a video showing the wreckage of a BrahMos missile storage facility exploded in Bees district of Punjab province, also watermarked as the result of Pakistani operations. Defense-related data was also leaked on a large scale, including more than 150 sensitive databases from the Indian Army, Border Security Force, and the Election Commission. The data of the well-known payment platform Paytm was also hacked, and the specific losses are still being calculated. Several media organizations have also become targets of attack. 3 major Indian TV channels were hacked and their images tampered with, preventing users from receiving news as usual. More than 110 corporate websites were also temporarily disconnected or had service interrupted, including those of defense suppliers such as Hindustan Aeronautics and Bharat Earth Movers. It is generally understood that Pakistan and China are strong allies, and Pakistan's defense systems has been extensively equipped and trained by China, whereas India has purchased weapons from the West such as the US, French and Russia. So these conflicts are actually a proxy war and a showdown of the modern warfare capabilities between China and the West, which there was not any until now in spite of the rapid advancements made by China over the past decade. Clearly China and Pakistan have fought brilliantly and demonstrated far superior capability, and China's most advanced fighters such as J-20 and J-35 were not even involved. China has been actively exporting the J-10 fighter jets in recent years. J10-C and the supporting systems winning these battles clearly demonstrate their superiority. Now countries around the world must honestly reassess and acknowledge the true strength of the Chinese defense capability. Thank you for watching. We need your support to continue bringing you the latest news, analysis, and live information. Please give us your support, smash the like button, comment, share and subscribe to all. Click on the links below to view and purchase my book. Thank you for your support.